How's it going, guys? Today EA dropped a ton of new stuff into Hockey Ultimate Team. The first big thing, I guess, would be HUT Champions, similar to FIFA's Weekend League. Basically, it's like a tournament that goes on every single weekend, and if you finish at the top, you have a chance to win some awesome prizes. So, for this one, qualifiers have already started. Basically, how you can qualify is simply by winning a Div 1 title, or by winning one of the qualifiers. So all I have to do here, go to competitive season. You can see there's actually two now. You have your HUT Champions Season 1 qualifier. So again, if you finish, I think, in the top 1250 for this, you will actually get qualified. Yeah, as you can see there, top 1250, get qualified for the HUT Championship. And then the other one is just your regular season. So right now they actually just started the trade deadline season. They got the 95 Matthew Shane there. If you finish, I think, in the top 100 for the entire season. I might be wrong on that. Plus, of course, you're going to get a bunch of packs. Like, yeah, you can see there. A bunch of packs. And yes, it is the top 100. Round 1 there, Adam Henrique, 92 overall trade deadline card. And then Turris there, 93 trade deadline. Trade deadline's like the new card type. Pretty cool. They've actually already released a bunch of other trade deadline cards into packs from previous seasons. And, of course, there's a set that has a pretty good master set player item, I guess you'd call it. And so like I was saying, guys, if you do qualify for HUT Champions, the rewards are pretty insane. Finish top 1250 in one of 3 qualifiers there, or of course win the Div 1 title. So as you can see, you have about a week to get that done, and if you do get that done, it is pretty insane. So we're gonna go to this right now. Hopefully here I can show you guys. So yeah, more info. Like I was saying, you have 3 different qualifiers, or qualifying seasons you gotta finish in the top 1250 of, or just win a Div 1 title. And as you guys can see here, once HUT Champions gets started, you have to complete a minimum of 5 games to get ranked, with a maximum of 40 games. And I think you only have like a weekend to do this, or maybe 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 40 games in 3 days is pretty crazy. But obviously you don't have to play the full 40. Just playing the full 40 will give you a better chance, I think, of getting a higher rank. Earn points based on who you beat, very similar to competitive seasons. The higher you rank, the better you reward. Entry requirements, like I just said, win one of those 3 qualifying seasons, or win a Div 1 title. So right there, guys, are your prizes. They're insane. Rank 1, 99 overall Pavel Bure, 5 ultimate packs, 250,000 coins, and then qualification automatically for HUT Championship Season 2. Then rank 2, 3, and 4, and 5 are all the exact same, with a slightly lower rated Pavel Bure, and as you can see, the coins also drop for 1 through 5. After that, you can see that 6 to 20 all get 2 random 90 plus evos with a bunch of ultimate packs and coins, and then 21 to 500 all get 1 random 90 plus evo. Some of them get coins, most of them get packs, and then everybody who plays in HUT Champions, or I guess qualifies for it, so 501 plus gets an ultimate pack, which is pretty insane. Basically, if you win a Div 1 title right now and earn that qualification, you automatically get a ultimate pack. So winning a Div 1 title right now is pretty worthwhile. Like, you get an ultimate pack for it, and you could end up with more depending on how you win the HUT Championship. So really glad to see EA added this. A lot of people have been asking for a weekend league like FIFA since last year even. Not sure why it took half a year to come out, but I am glad it came out nonetheless. Like I was saying, guys, for sets here, the trade deadline set is now out. It's pretty cool. Definitely like a new way to do this set, similar to the Ruby one. So starting off here, you have 4 91 overall cards: Gabrick, Neal, Bishop, and Carter. All 4 have similar requirements, but slightly different. So all 4 need a trade deadline collectible, a gold collectible, and then a random trade deadline player you'll find in packs. Jack Johnson there for Jeff Carter, which is obviously who he got traded for. Ben Bishop here, Corey Conacher, again, who he got traded for. So James Neal is probably like Goligoski, it is. And then Gabrick here, I guess, with Matt Fratton is who he got traded for. I think there was bigger names in that deal. And then with those cards, you can get the 94 Hossa and the 94 Amante. So Amante here, 3 collectibles, the Neal and the Gabrick. So it's really going to cost you a lot of players to trade up. And then the Hossa here, 3 collectibles, a Carter, and Bishop. And then if you trade in those guys, you get the 97 overall Ray Bork. This card is insane. I'll show you guys in a minute all the synergies and stuff, but he costs 10 trade deadline collectibles, 3 carbon collectibles, and then both the 94 Hossa and Amante. As you can see here, both those guys have 7 synergy points apiece and pretty sick stats. So I mean, obviously it's costing you a lot. Like, those guys are gonna be worth at least 100k plus, maybe more. The 3 carbon collectibles, like, this is going to be a very expensive card, but I think he has something like at least 10 synergy points. I'm going to go check here. So right here, guys, is the 97 Ray Bork. Pretty sick looking card. As you can see there, he's actually got, what is that, 9 synergy points. I thought it was 10. 3 to LL though, 2 to S, 2 to CW, 1 to TN, and 1 to P. Stats there are pretty insane, like basically 99 everything, a couple 98s. His lowest stat there is 93 DK on the left side. Face-offs you don't need, fighting skill you don't need, and then everything else is 95 plus. So absolutely ridiculous card. As well, guys, on top of Hut Champions and the new trade deadline season, they've also added new legend cards. So starting off here, we'll have Chicago Blackhawks, who actually have 2 new legends. You got the 92 overall Chris Chelios, obviously already has the ultimate legend card, the Red Wing, which is a 95. This one here is a 92, so kind of weird that they released this one after, but still cool to have a new legend. Then Bobby Hull here is returning. Obviously his card's always sick, 95 speed there, really good wrist shot and hand stats. I don't believe Brett Hull was added though for whatever reason, but at least you got one of the Hulls back. They've also added one of my favorite TSN commentators, the O-Dog, Jeff O'Neill. As you guys can see here, he's 91 overall. Pretty solid stats all around. I think they're a little generous there with the O-Dog. And finally, guys, the 4th new legend, a Nashville Predator legend, actually. I don't know if anyone's guessing here who it's going to be, but it's Kimmo Timonen. Let me see where he is. 90 overall, so he's the lowest rated of the new ones, but still a very solid card there. He's got rocket skates as well. And, I mean, it's really cool just to see them adding more content throughout the year. And speaking of new content, guys, they've actually added a new pack type never before done in NHL, and it is the Choice Pack. So as you can see it there on the left, it's the red one. Trader's Choice Pack is the exact name. Daily limit there of 2 per user. I believe it's the 50K pack. It is. So you got the 25K regular pack, the 100K pack, the same as every season, 20 gold rare players, 5 prospects of trade deadline collectibles, 5 prospects of golds. But then the new 50K Trader's Choice Pack selects 6 player items over 3 rounds, so it's kind of like Draft Champions inside of a pack, and you get to keep the cards. It's pretty crazy, including 2 guaranteed players items rated 87 or higher. So I believe the first round is 83 to 84, second 85 to 86, and then the third round is 87 plus. Each round there's 5 cards, you get to pick 2. So I figured I'll open up a couple of these for you guys. That's the max I can open up, just to show you how it works. I'm actually very excited for this. Packs have been kind of the same for the last, 5 years. So it's very cool now that we have like this new method. So again, round 1 of 3, pick remaining, 0 of 2. So we're basically just going to quick sell whatever 2 we pick, but I guess whatever. We'll go Carlson and Vanek there. Those are our 2 selections. So next up we have the 85 to 86 round. So you could get a special card. Unfortunately we don't, so I'm going to go Jeff Carter. I don't think the 85 really matters. We'll just go Dougie Hamilton there for the second round. So the third round here, this is where we have a chance to get some crazy cards. I have yet to pack a Ruby. Duncan Keith, Holtby, Stamkos, Crosby. That's a pretty sick round. Look at that, guys. So that's what you're talking about there. Unfortunately, base cards aren't worth that much, but still, you got the Stamkos there, the Crosby. I think that's like the 3rd time I've pulled Crosby now in this game, and the Ruby Matthew Tkachuk. So obviously we're keeping Crosby, and I'm honestly not sure who's worth more between the base Stamkos and the Ruby Tkachuk. I think the Tkachuk though. Plus it's my first time pulling a Ruby, so I'm gonna have to keep him there. But like, that's pretty crazy. We basically just passed on a Stamkos, and then there of course you get all your cards. So I think I can probably keep those 4. Then the other 2 we're just gonna quick sell. So yeah, first pack there, that was pretty sick. Definitely adds like a new element to pack opening. I'm a huge fan of this. I wish they would have done something like this earlier. Also kind of shows you that there definitely could be more to offer with Draft Champions. But I'm glad to see this. I guess they've done it in Madden before. And there we go. We get the Corey Conacher 83. So that's probably one of the best, if not like the best card we could have gotten in this, as most of the other 83, 84s are worth nothing. This one you need to get the Ben Bishop. And then of course you need the Bishop for one of the 94s. So this is actually pretty sick. We'll keep him and I guess James Schwartz. So far these packs have just been outstanding for me. 85 86, we'll go Eichel and I guess Forsberg. I think Forsberg's probably better than Barkov, even though he's 1 lower rated. So next one here, I'm excited. What do we get? 92 Milestone Carlson, 90 Ruby Ristolainen, 92 Ruby Point. I actually wanted that card so bad. Ivo Horvat, I didn't even know he was in packs. 5 special cards. So the first one we got Crosby, Stamkos, the Tkachuk. This one's just all special cards. I want them all. Wow, this is actually really tough. So, Bo Horvat's an Evo, only 87. He came back from injury. He could get higher. The 92 point, though, has to be the best card, right? 90 Ristolainen, William, 92 Milestone Carlson. I honestly don't know who to pick. I'm going to ask Twitter real quick, and then we'll come back. Alright guys, so I was basically trying to decide between the two 92s and Carlson and Point, and then the Evo Horvat. After asking Twitter, there was basically a combination of all three. Most people though said I needed to keep Wild Bill, so I guess that makes sense. The highest rated, plus he's more rare than the Ruby Point. And then both Point and Horvat right now are about equal in price. Both go for around 30k. Obviously, Point's 5 overall higher, but Horvat could get upgrades. I'm not sure exactly what with, but, you know, considering the fact he's already the same price, 5 overall below, if he does get upgraded, he should be more expensive. And I guess Ruby cards are less rare than a one-time Milestone and Wild Bill. So even though Ruby Point's actually my favorite card there, I'm going to be passing on him as I think it should be Horvat and Carlson. So there we go. I might actually just go buy a Ruby Point right now just because I want him. But that was a pretty solid pack there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually so excited to open up more of these packs. It would be awesome if they could do like a 100k one or even bigger, where say it's like 5 rounds and each round you get to choose 5 cards out of 10, or I don't know, something like that. It would just be a ton of fun. Let me know what you guys think about all these new additions to HUT. Like I said, I am very excited. Haven't actually been playing that much HUT lately, but I think this is definitely getting me back and playing. And other than that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.